I got a freestyle I just dropped on YouTube.
Let's get this party going.
You got another day to be great. You woke up, so that means that you have another day to be great.
All right. So listen, y'all. All right, we have Billboard's list of the greatest pop stars of the 21st century. All right, and you already know the title of the stream. You already know the title of the video. For some reason, they gave Drake number 4, right? So I really don't care about the other 25, but I do want to point out like how they're not being consistent, all right, in how they pick. So welcome to the Billboard's 20 greatest pop stars of the 21st century article series. Since late August, we've been rolling out our picks for the artists who've most defined pop stardom for the last 25 years. The last 25 years. With essays for each artist recapping their careers and explaining why they exemplify pop greatness to us. You can find those essays here along with our close but not quite honorable mentions that couldn't crack the top 25 and our podcast discussion of each artist thus far. Find it below. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so look, the 3 through 1, even though this article doesn't have it, it's Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and Rihanna. Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and Rihanna. I think that here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Because as you go through the list, like, I don't mind any of these people being beneath Drake. None of them. Katy Perry's not bigger than Drake. Bad Bunny, Lil Wayne's not at this point, like in the 21st century, like not the way that Drake's took over. Like Wayne had his run, but Drake's is unprecedented. Jay-Z, Justin Timberlake, Eminem, Nicki Minaj, Usher. Like I'm cool with all of this. All of this. All of this, because Lady Gaga like does movies and stuff, so like that adds to her thing. But when you come here and you get to Drake, right, and he's number 4, and above him is going to be Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and Rihanna. And here's, let's get into the crux of this, right? So my main, get off of this weird image of Lady Gaga. Anyway, my main thing is, and I'll click on his actual article here. I mean, we can go through some of it. My main thing here is, and this is a lot of the problem I have with this Billboard list, is you just named him Artist of the Decade. There is no way, goodness gracious, there is no way that Drake is Artist of the Decade for the last 10 years, from 2010 to 2020, he was the guy. Straight. No ifs, ands, buts about it, no ups, downs. He was the guy. Period. Dot. None of the women that are placed above him have been as dominant as he's been dominant. Now, granted, you can go, okay, well, Beyonce had a a longer because me personally, how I have the list is it'd be Taylor Swift, Drake, Beyonce. Like, and it's not even like there's a huge gap, but you have to admit, and you have to be genuine when you admit this, is that Taylor Swift is like huge in like a way that's not normal. Okay. She is not a normal type of like big artist. Okay, she's bigger in a way that's just not that we just don't have. We just don't have. Now, when you and also when we're talking about pop star, we're talking about your impact on the pop genre. We're talking about how popular you are in general, people's ability, like how much they not their ability, but how much their consumption of your music is, how much you know what I'm saying people flock to you, all this stuff, right? And even though I would argue staunchly for that, Swifties and the Beehive are better. They're greater fan bases. But when you talk about the pure consumption of music, the majority of Drake fans are just quiet and they just listen to his fucking music and move on with their lives. That's the vast majority. You don't even argue online with most of Drake fans because most Drake fans like have a job or something. Like they just don't get involved in the argument. They just turn his music on whenever they get in the car and move on with their lives. And when you go on Spotify, when you go on Apple Music, like you name it, like this dude is the most consumed person. They even adjusted the billboard rules to make radio play more prevalent. So then you could have a change up of hip hop dominating the entire time because hip hop was like destroying people. And even though that dialed him back some, that didn't change the fact of he's able to just lock in and like get multiple spots in the top 10 consistently. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, after the beef, you know what I'm saying? Those songs didn't rank or whatever. Like, who cares? Like, they're singles, they're loosies. Like, we're not talking about he dropped a project and the project didn't rank. That doesn't happen. He typically goes number one. He typically takes up the vast majority of the top 10. Just period dot. That's what happens every time. So when we like, how is he not one? I mean, he's the greatest male pop star of all time. Like that's period. Like period dot. He's of the 21st century anyway. Not all time, but 21st century. Clear that up. But when you talk about it in that regard, right? And he's the greatest male. When you talk about the women, you have to then size them up versus him. And there's statistical categories where they beat him, but when you talk about that overall average afterward, like he's higher. He's higher. He just is. The only person again that's bigger than him is Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift has the numbers to back up her being number one. She has the engagement to back up her being number one. Drake has all that's necessary. If there was no Taylor, well, anyway, I can't act like there's no Taylor Swift, but he's number two. He's number two. Period. Dot. Then it's Beyonce. Then it's Rihanna. That's it. And those two, they compete with each other for third right now. They compete with each other for third. Nobody's competing with Taylor Swift. She's on a totally different level. Let's just be honest. All right. So anyway. Billboard's greatest pop stars of the 21st century. Number 4, Drake. Emerged from unlikely roots in the late 2000s and became the biggest rapper of the 2010s, which by this time his decade was done. He had become the same thing as the 2010s biggest pop star. Yeah. How can you be the biggest pop star in 2010, but then get number 4? Like, that doesn't make sense. You have to be 2. You can't dominate a decade and beat Swift. You're beating Taylor. You're beating because the only thing Taylor's beating him with and still is actual album sales. Like, I mean, and when I say album sales, I'm talking like physical sales, not the actual album sales itself. Because even then, like through consumption alone, Drake always catches right back up to her through consumption. Not through, oh, I bought this album and da 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 one time, whoop, whoop, whoop. Like, no, through streaming. People wake up every day and they're like, yeah, I want to go listen to these Drake songs. Like, it's insane. Either way that goes. Oh, I have to sign up for the newsletter. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I'm like, what? With the first quarter of the 21st century come to a close, Billboard is then the next one will count down our staff's oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. To hear more discussion, greatest pop star podcast, Wednesday, November 3rd. Oh, I did right by waiting to do this. All right, let's see why they did this.
39 Billboard Music Awards, the number 4 greatest pop star of the 21st century, Drake. The Canadian superstar first made his name playing Jimmy Brooks in Degrassi, The Next Generation. Drake's music career quickly rose after catching the attention of Lil Wayne, who signed him to his...
Oh, they're just going to give us a background. I want to know why you guys made the decision you made. All right, let's tap in. Oh, there's an ad loading. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, so this ain't it. This is just that. Okay, the podcast is down here. All right, bet. Let's listen.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least that was the plan. Except now the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what? That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want your connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
Hello, and welcome to Billboard's Greatest Pop Stars of the 21st Century podcast. I'm Andrew Unterberger, and we have started this podcast from the bottom of our top 25 list, and now we're here all the way up at number 4, the highest rapper on our list, Aubrey Drake Graham. To go deep on the 6th guy, we got the Broskies. Once again, making his 4th appearance on the podcast. One more thing, we got to get him a jacket. Last name Saponara, first name Michael. What's that?
Hey, give me food for my gold jacket.
And then making his 3rd appearance on the pod. If he isn't the 6th guy, he's definitely one of the 6 apostles, the great Carl Lamar. 66666.
Hold on. Who are these people? Hold on. No, I got questions, right? Hold on. Because if they're who I think this is, this all makes sense now. This all makes sense now. I heard their voice and immediately I'm just like, oh, come on, greatest pop stars, 21st century. Well, who's this buddy?
Here are the top 25 greatest pop stars. Here are numbers 14 through 11 of the top 25 pop stars of the 21st century. At number 14, we have Justin Timberlake. Although things aren't looking great, here are the top 25 greatest pop stars of the 21st century, according to Billboard. Coming in at number 25, we have Katy.
What? Oh God, the company man. Oh God, I'm not even gonna engage with that. Artists that did not make the list. Oh, this should
Here
be.
are all the artists that did not make the list of the top 25 pop stars of the 21st century. And some of you are going to be mad. Nelly, Alicia Keys, 50 Cent, and Maroon 5 all did not make the top 25.
Okay.
Carrie Underwood did not make the top 25.
Okay.
Cardi B is not on the top 25.
Rightfully
Christina
so.
Aguilera is not in the top 25, and I'm shocked. Chris Brown is not in the top 25. Dua Lipa did.
Whoa. Well, how is Chris Brown not in the? He has to be in the top 25. He has to be. He just has to be. And don't tell me y'all left him out because we had the controversy with Rihanna. Shut the fuck up. Let's just live in the real world. God, how the fuck?
The top 25. Future did not make the top 25.
Uh-huh.
Jennifer Lopez did not make the top 25. Kelly Clarkson is not in the top 25. Kendrick Lamar did not make the top 25. Kesha is not in the top 25. Lana Del Rey did not make the top 25. Lorde is not in the top 25. Megan Thee Stallion is not in the top 25. See, Elliott didn't make the top 25, and I'm a little shocked, but maybe not. Sean Paul did not make the top 25. Pink is not on the top 25. Olivia Rodrigo did not make the top 25. SZA is not in the top 25. Post Malone is not in the top 25. Doja Cat is not in the top 25, and this one hurts. And lastly, get the pitchforks and the torches, because Billie Eilish is not in the top 25 pop stars of the.
Bruh, she just started. Most of these cats just started, so no, you can't be in there. No, you can't be in there. Where the fuck is the podcast? No, this is the news thing, but what?
Stop smashing out of.
God damn it! Because my thing is, I want to see. What the fuck is this? The fuck? Great thumbnail though. Okay. Oh my God, people are okay. So this podcast, that podcast, there's no way to confirm who these people are. However, I'm telling you right now, these are the true controversials. I can hear it in their voice. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what's really going on.
Appearance on the podcast. One more thing, we got to get him a jacket. Last name Saponara, first name Michael. What's up?
Hey, give me food for my gold jacket.
And then making his third appearance on the pod. If he isn't the sixth guy, he's definitely one of the six apostles. The great Carl Lamar. 66666.
Oh,
that.
Let's go.
So Carl, the first time I asked you to be on this podcast was way back, I think, number 21.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne. As soon as we were done that episode, you were like, when's Drake?
Oh yeah.
Get me on Drake. Like, I got to be there for that. And you really didn't need to campaign that hard, I don't think. Like, you probably were, I had you penciled in day one there. But since he's your guy, why don't you tell us a little bit about your relationship with Drake and sort of when you became and why you became such an acolyte?
Yeah. So, like, funny thing is, initially, I wasn't a Drake fan at all. I didn't understand the whole Degrassi. Never watched an episode to this day. I didn't get people's fan first. And to learn that this kid could actually bar up, and he had, some flashes of like Joe.
Look, I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut that mess off. I'm gonna cut this off. I'm actually disgusted with this. But either way it goes, let's go back. Let's go back again. All right. Okay. What's this talking about? Turning to guest rappers to help get their hits over the top. It was the genre's most triumphant return. Simply, for sheer chart number perspective, Drake's accomplishments simply dwarf every other artist on the 21st century. No other artist, period, can match the combination of number of 13 Hot 100 number one singles, 13 Billboard number one albums. Only the Beatles, who Drake got tattooed on his left forearm in 2019 after passing one of their benchmarks, can claim historically. No other artist of any time is even within an earshot of 338 career Hot 100 entries, and an all-time mark he first passed in 2020, has put farther in his rear view ever since every year since. He's also on historic pace setter for the most top 40 hits, 206, and top 10 hits, 78 on the all genre song chart. Drake's modern day ability to chart every track from his albums at once, sometimes taking over nearly the whole top 10, of course, gives him volume of advantages here. There are ways and here's the thing with Drake. This dude ain't selling bundles, no weird mess. It's my album's out, go consume it. Cool. And then people do it. People say what you can say whatever you want to about Drake. At the end of the day, when the album drops, when the music drops, you're going to listen to it. Either to say it's bad or to say it's good, but you're going to tune in. Thank you for helping his mission. That's it. So his number ones are Rihanna's What's My Name, Rihanna Work, One Dance, God's Plan, Nice for What, In My Feelings. This 2018, this was stupid. I felt like this man can't miss. That's why I was like, man, Scorpion's finna be crazy. Tootsie Slide, What's Next, Way Too Sexy, Jimmy Cooks, Wait for You, Slime You Out, and First Person Shooter. And the thing is, these he did 5 in a row, because people like to say, oh, he had help, blah blah blah. He did 5 in a row with no features. What's it? Yeah. I had to make sure this ain't the song with Lil Baby on there. So Lil Baby ain't even on this one. So you got five. No gimmicks, no games. 5. But impressive as the chart figure are, his impact goes way beyond that. Drake featuring Drake. There's some BS in here where they get to talking about well, you know what I'm saying, he did lose a beef, and then Kendrick Lamar did make Not Like Us. Like they put that in here too. Like somewhere down here, it's in here. And I really want to get to that. But yeah, Kendrick Lamar was on Buried Alive. Yeah, they're talking about every single last thing. So the recent stuff gotta be down here. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, and while this may be his but while Drake may struggle to be as central to pop again as he was in the 20,000, that peak remains the stuff of absolute legend, even beyond what Kendrick Lamar can rightfully claim. There we go. Here we go. Hits in public perception that Drake took as a result of the Kendrick Lamar beef were real, and his releases in the months since have seen some minor success, but have yet to manage to change the conversation. Overall criticisms and jokes at Drake's expense have undoubtedly gone too far at this point. He performed well in the feud and helped give hip hop a much needed, months-long mainstream moment in a year mostly dominated by singing pop stars. But he will have his work cut out for him figuring out how to navigate the pop hip hop landscape in which he is no longer the unquestioned top dog, especially as long as Not Like Us is one of the most played songs in the world. Kendrick Lamar remains on his post-feud victory lap, which will even take him to the world's biggest stage in 2025, which is the Super Bowl halftime set. And it's one of the world's biggest stages. Musical events that transpire that have bigger stages, the Olympics and FIFA. Those are 2 events that if you are performing at those events, that's higher. There's more people involved. It just is, and viewership wise as well. Oh yeah, they get to talk about the whole beef here. Yeah, and I'm not finna bore y'all with that. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I really genuinely feel like you know, and I'll get that. I'll get that up off here. I'll get this up off here. Anyway, look, I really feel like, oh, snaps. Hold on. Hold on. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just a sweater that's sitting back there. But anyway, listen. I genuinely feel like a lot of people just aren't being realistic with themselves. And I think once the dust like fully settles and he comes out with this Party Next Door Drake album, I think everybody's gonna realize like, yeah, he's the dude. Even though Billboard, you know what I'm saying, says he's number 4, which doesn't, again, it doesn't make sense to me. I can rock with him being 2 because I can't think of 3 pop stars higher than him. I can't. The 3 I gave earlier, those are what they gave. But I can only think of 1, and that's Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's the only person. Like, and if you were to ask me, I'd honestly say they might have The Weeknd too low at 18. They just might have The Weeknd too low at 18. I think he's a bit higher than that. Yeah, he's higher than that. He's bigger than that. Just off his music alone. Like, because I think there has to be this balance when you're being a pop star, and you have to talk. And you're talking about a pop star for being an artist, right? You have to balance them being an artist in that equation as well. And I don't think it's being fairly like added for either of those two. Yeah, I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Taylor, like, I'll give it to her. I'll give it to her. The girl cold. Like she's selling multiple millions of copies of re-releases of old songs. Do you understand how insane that is? Selling 2 million copies of re-released music. It's not even a new song. Taylor's version. The fuck is that? That's like Pokemon when they sell like red version and they do like 14 million copies, then they turn around and sell blue version for another 14 million copies. It's like, how? There people wish they could pull off what Taylor Swift is pulling off, but they're not able to. I don't think Drake could pull off what she's pulling off. Like re-release old music. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. And plus, hip hop is less forgiving than that. Hip hop is way less forgiving. Like pop music, yeah. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all are thinking in the comment section down below. I'm gonna get up out of here, get up off this stream. See y'all later.